Christopher.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's what you were waiting for? That's everything right there?
Yep.
Well, that was it.
No, Mama.
Well, okay, that wasn't it. What's it?
Dance party.
Is everybody dancing? Is everybody doing their thing? We got a gingerbread person hanging out and like welcoming people. Yes?
So the king is Chris.
I would imagine, because I'm sitting in the throne. It's kind of what I'm doing.
And the queen is Mommy.
Woo! Man, this shirt.
Anyway, she's not saying
She's not sitting on the throne. That's right, because there's only room for one person's butt on this throne.
Sweaty.
Why are you sweaty? I don't, because it's warm up here. It's because it's spring. Yeah, so the gingerbread guy is just I don't know if the gingerbread thing is going to hang around, but like when people cheer bits, and when they sub, and when they follow, the gingerbread thing over here in the corner will apparently do things. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work because no one's done anything yet so far in this stream. It's very unobtrusive. Oh, I'm done with the first print of the evening. Now, the cool thing is, before the broadcast started, I finished the first print of the day. This shirt I'm not happy with. I printed a yogurt. And I realized I needed this yogurt. I needed yogurt, just plain yogurt. Before I kind of moved beyond the gold, I realized I needed to have a yogurt. Okay, so you cheered. Okay, so we broke the cheer barrier for the day. Did it work? Did the gingerbread dude, like do something no more? Dream? Thank you, by the way, for the bits. Did the gingerbread do something? Because I totally missed it. But it should, like, totally react. Nope. It did. Are you serious, dude? What is going on with this gingerbread thing? Dude, seriously, like, I set you up to, like, react to that kind of stuff. Are you serious? All right, now I gotta look into this. Is it gonna go? Okay, it's connected. Command. Yeah. Alright. Did it not cheer? It should say thanks for the cheer. Auto. Duration 5 seconds. It should have worked. Thanks for the cheer. That's auto. Commands will trigger automatically through events that happen on stream. Okay. So it should have worked. Let's eat them. Yeah, I think I will. Like, okay, so the gingerbread dude is not gonna like do something when it cheers. Then we're gonna eat him. Either way, he's saying hi. I think we get that gingerbread dude. But I got a yogurt. Very happy to finally have a yogurt. So I've got the gold back on, and then I realized, not long after I moved on from the gold to an orange, that I needed something else in gold. So I put the gold back in. He's still saying hi. Maybe he'll move on after that. Apparently he's got to like catch up with all the highs, and then he moves on. I don't know. This gingerbread dude's got a mind of its own. So I have something here that I wanted to print, and so this is the smallest bit of what will be printed here. I'm going to load up as soon as I check something else. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when I flip over. Okay, gingerbread dude's gonna go away, because not like you're doing much to begin with, gingerbread dude. Other than saying hi. There's my elbow check. Elbow check of the day. I printed a smaller Ahsoka Tano. This one's going to be going to Yoko McCann as soon as we meet up. And she printed largely okay. I thought she did okay. You know, we can get rid of the cup here. Let's get rid of the cup. Let's kill the cup. No one's gonna miss the cup. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the cup. And then bring in the gingerbread dude who's doing nothing right now. Alright. Oh, yeah, he's still saying hi over here. The gingerbread's still saying hi. Does Panfred Nudo what's going on? Yeah, the Ahsoka looks fantastic. It does. It worked out very, very well. I'm very, very happy with it. Jedi is as well. I'm going to go back. There's the printer view. And here is the ginger... Wait, where's the... No. Copy. Paste. Hey. Paste. Hey. He's still saying hi. I think that's the problem. He's just too busy saying hello to everybody. That's the issue. There's a lot of you to say hello to. But the Ahsoka did turn out well, even at a smaller scale. Printed faster, obviously. Didn't have any issues with this one, as opposed to the larger one. So the one that has no issues will be passing on to Yoko. And then as I move that away, I did, as I suggested I would do, print a larger cloud car from Bespin, Cloud City. And for the most part, I'd say it turned out well. The rear flaps also had an issue with adhesion on the back, so I just had to glue those back on. Had some issues removing the supports in here, but for the most part, it came out relatively clean. I also had some issues potentially removing supports from in here, the cockpits. But for the most part, I think it'll be okay. I think, you know, for a 3D print, it stands to reason. Not quite a clown car, though. Definitely not a clown car. A cloud car, not clown car. And then, of course, just plain yogurt. Just plain yogurt. So I'm going to take the item off the bed here as I go to print the second thing that I need to print for this particular next build thing. Give me a second. By the way, Buana, as I've been teasing out all day, has been definitely... give me a second. Has been building his constructing his 3D printer. And so he's been having fun with that. He's going through his first print right now, Buana. I talked about him.
Gamble 101 Cheerdex 1000.
Whoa! Unbelievable. For yogurt? Did you... Gamble 101, did you just cheer 1,000 bits for yogurt? I can't believe that. Look at that. They materialized right in front of me. Unbelievable. Thank you very, very much. We're off to a rockin' start here with tonight's stream. Gonna go ahead and get that next print going. Let's see if y'all can guess what this is. Not the yogurt. You already know what the yogurt is. What does that say? Ginger did nothing? Really? Come on, dude! Like, what is going on with this? Okay, now I'm getting upset. George is getting very upset! I'd say, hey, maybe it's not that you're just not cheering enough. By the way, if Panfred Nudo is still here, let me go ahead and give a shout out. Shout out to Panfred Nudo. Give him a follow if you haven't already. He was constructing the custom lights for the Millennium Falcon last night. Let's see if y'all can get this. See if y'all know what this is. I don't know, Pan. I'm calling him Pan. His name's not Pan. It's Nudo. That's Fred. Let's see if you guys, as soon as I get the supports removed, let's see if you can guess what this is. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to like this scale as much. Definitely not the quality. Flew right into my eye. Definitely not the quality I would want. But, I may up the quality and do this one again. Can you get this? Can you see what that is? Can you see what it is? Do I have to hold up even closer? Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to, like, do something a bit different with this. I'm going to have to go a higher quality. That's definitely something that's needed. There's Fred. So, yeah, there is the... Do you know what that is? Despite the maybe not great quality on this head, I'm going to reprint this head, I think, at a 0.10 quality, because this is a 0.15. It's not bad, you know, for a 3D print, but I could do better, and I could spend my time with it. It came out of the supports rather easily. There wasn't much to it to begin with, though. Does anybody know what this is? Do I need to flip to the other camera? This is it. That's it. This is what. And is the gingerbread dude doing anything yet? Does anybody know what that is? Anybody? Let me do that. Anybody? Kind of hard to see specifically at this scale. Not exactly sure what to do. You can't tell? Not Howard the Duck. Not a duck head. Here, let me give you another clue. Sorry, it's really out of focus, isn't it?
Time not important. Only life important.
Okay, any guesses now as to what this is? No guesses? Stabs in the dark? Sorry, it's like out of like focus there, but no, really? Fifth Element, yeah, there you go. There you go, double clutch. The guy from Star Wars with 4 arms? No. The alien thing from the Fifth Element. Yes, which one? Builder's Mark, what's the character name? What's the species, I should say? What's the species name? Mondoshawan. I always wanted a Mondoshawan figure, so I'm printing one at a certain scale, and I'm printing the arms now. I'm doing it from smallest to largest, right? So the body will be last, but I'm printing it at a smaller scale because I really don't think that I need to waste the filament on a large Mondoshawan figure or figurine. This will work though. The 0.15 resolution head for the Mondoshawan. I'm also kind of inclined just to print the head and just to have the head at a larger scale, because the head was just like, whoa, dude. The rest of the body, you know, I can probably toss. So yeah, that's that. So now, Gamble 101 was just asking about the smartphone update. I am largely, I hate to say, so I'm not going to say rockin'. I'm currently stuck with a Samsung Galaxy Ultra S21 Premium Pro 5G Platinum Plus package. And I'm stuck because it's not exactly what I want. Not exactly thrilled with Samsung software. But it is serviceable. The default camera app is pretty bad. But I was able to get a modified version of Gcam installed, and it's okay. I can't complain too loudly about it. It's been fine, but not amazing. I'd be much happier, much more satisfied with a cleaner software experience, but one really doesn't exist right now. So, oh, you redeemed an Aziz Light for the color orange? Well, then, there's your color orange. Congratulations. Thank you for reminding me. Sometimes I need reminded. Thoughts on LG shutting down the smartphone business? Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me. At all. Does not surprise me. Who's the little guy? I don't know. I'm not sure if he's going to stay, because it was supposed to react when someone, you know, cheered bits. It was supposed to, like, say, hey, thanks, so-and-so just cheered bits, and then it didn't. At all. It just kept saying hi to people, which is cool. Maybe it's just the welcoming cookie, I guess. GC Laredo says, I made a new friend this past weekend, Jason F. Who's Jason F? I know a lot of Jason F? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Maybe it is. Can I use a Star Wars character instead of a gingerbread man? This is the one they had in the system, so I'm like, all right, let me load it. Let me see how this works. I'm into testing. I'm into having fun. And I agree, Kenley, it is a mouthful, but unfortunately Samsung just wanted to put every possible friggin' label on their phone. So I gotta call it what it is, right? The S21 Pro Premium Plus Platinum bonus package plus Pro Platinum 5G Plus I wish I was exaggerating, but man, I swear it's just like that. You can't take your eyes off him. Well, big fan, just close your eyes. It's easy to do. It's not that much of a challenge. Just eat the gingerbread man. That's all you got to do. It's really easy. So someone said this is the melted plastic blob. It is not dude, it's a Mundashawan. How can you not, really? You're not getting that's a Mundashawan? Really? Maybe I'm the only one who really liked the Fifth Element. I guess, the body is probably the giveaway. And it is possible that I need to do one of these, with a slightly higher resolution, slightly more detail, and I probably will. But I'm stair-stepping. I'm doing the head, then the arms, then the body, just to see if I everything comes out the way that it should. So, you need a microscope? Man, well, wait until it's on the body. When it's on the body, it's going to make sense. Because the body's not going to be that big. I scaled it down, because otherwise it'd be like friggin' huge. Like gigantic. It is the same gold. Chris, eat him. It may not be vegan. Actually, I think gingerbread is vegan, or can be made to be vegan. So I better be careful not to accidentally recycle the Mundashawan head. See, Dr. Siltrox loves the Fifth Element. See, I'm not the only one. I enjoyed the movie. I still enjoy the movie. I think it's a great film. One of my favorite sci-fi movies, easily. So it's not Dr. Andolph's gold. It is not. This is not Jesse PLA. I want to try the yellow gold. He sent along a yellow gold one, but I thought that for the Mundashawan, it's more of this brownish gold color, so that's what I'm going for. And the way I remember yogurt was more like this brownish kind of gold, so that's what I'm going for. We shall see. We shall see how it turns out. Let's go ahead and flip over to the print with the AT-AT right on the precipice of falling off. Don't fall off, AT-AT. There you go. There you go. It's a very Corbin Dallas multi-pass. Now, hang on. So, since Dr. Siltrox knows of the Fifth Element, did you know that? You knew this was a Mundashawan, right? You knew. I mean, I guess it kind of does look like a duck at this scale. And I apologize for not getting it in complete focus, but I mean it makes sense. I think. See, Travis notes his Darth Vader bust is made with Jesse Soul Black glitter and Golden Winter glitter. Oh, that's how that turned out. Interesting. So I'll have to look at that because your base, I think, Chris, was the Golden Winter glitter. Yeah, like I said, I'm inclined to go for some of those models with a different kind of color. So I'm happy that I did a yogurt in this gold. And I think the Mundashawan... Is that how you say that word out loud? Gamble 101 also loves the Fifth Element. Mundashawan. I always lamented that they never produced a figure for that. A Mundashawan. I totally would have bought one. So this is as close as I'm ever going to get to a Mundashawan figure. Sorry, I seem to be flying solo here, so I'm doing the best I can. It's quite alright. I should consider another mini printer with a 0.2 nozzle for fine detail prints. Yeah, or just another nozzle. I don't necessarily need another printer. I mean, swapping out the nozzles won't necessarily be fun. But, so far, I mean, like I said, I'm trying to think through, how much am I going to enjoy this, right? At what scale, at what level am I going to enjoy this? It's like with this cloud car. I already have a vintage cloud car from Kenner. I already have the Hot Wheels cloud car, or even with the Ahsoka Tano bust, right? Do I need it to be, even more detailed? I'm not sure I'm there, at least not yet. Jason Fariani, he says your buddies from the Tech TV days? It's entirely possible. I'm better with faces than I am names, though. Radically better. The Darth Vader bust was downloaded from My Mini Factory. Eastman is the creator. I don't think I've done that one yet. I think I did the Eastman. I sliced the head for Vader off the Eastman and have been using that, although not rotated such that it runs without supports. Although I probably should have done that, huh? Because then I wouldn't have to worry about chewing off supports. Might do that with the next go around. I just like having the little Vader tester helmets. Man, dang it. I hate when I start messing with things. It's when I start messing with things, that's when everything gets messed up. Alright, there we go. Your print, yeah. No, I know that Vader print was without supports. I don't really talk to anybody ever about anything. Oh, thanks for the stretch. Appreciate it. And Man Cave Hobbies, I appreciate those cheers as well. Oh, man. So these are going to be the Mondashawan arms. They're going to take about an hour 22. Is that 82 minutes? So let's go ahead and reset the timer here. 82 minutes. 82 minutes. 82 minutes. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Mondashawan. Am I not saying... Do you think I'm saying it right? Pretty sure I'm saying it right. Fairly confident I'm saying it right. Yeah, so everything... I guess it's kind of turning out to be smaller than I expected, but it's not a bad thing. Yeah, I'm going to reslice that head, I think. Krillin loves the Fifth Element too. See, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Let me go ahead and do the head again. Pull this up. Give me a second so y'all can see. Bloop. There's the head. And I had it scaled to 40%. Everything I scaled down, if only to save on filament. Supports, I just had them everywhere. Sure. So I was like, why not? Not gonna hurt anything. So 0.1. So we're gonna try it at 0.1 detail. Slice that. 21 minutes. See, this one doesn't necessarily take that long, unless that's what I did the last time. At which point I may go finer to see how well it does. So we're gonna slice that. 21 minutes. Support material at 0.10. That's the body, arms, head. Yeah, the head I did at 0.15. So we're gonna see how well a 0.10 does after these arms, and then I go on to the body. The body will print for a while, even at a 40% scale. So you own a Fifth Element copy on Blu-ray? Wow. I have the digital copy. I have the DVD copy. I do not have the Corbin Dallas multipass copy. Not that they had a Corbin Dallas multipass copy. They should. That's what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? That's totally what they need to do. Radaxers, I think, one-upped me. Look at that. I have DVD, Super Bit DVD, unopened, and Blu-ray of the Fifth Element. I never really got into... I think the only time I ever upgraded anything, like consciously, was when I went from cassette tapes to CD. I didn't necessarily have a lot of VHS tapes. I have a fair amount of DVDs, but did not make the leap from DVD to Blu-ray. Not that, I couldn't have, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, for the most part, because a lot of that has moved digital. And I understand the value of actually holding on to something physical. Remember, I grew up in the Blockbuster era, and, I just don't know if I feel like there is enough value in... effectively holding on to a physical copy when all I want to do is watch it. So now that I've got a digital copy, I'm not terribly worried about I'm sorry. Now that I have a digital copy, I'm not worried about having access to a physical copy. And even, I've got a 4K TV, and honestly, I'm not even sure I can tell you that much of a difference between 4K and 1080p because my eyesight apparently sucks. And I'm sorry that my eyesight sucks. It's just not, it's not great eyesight. It probably never will be. I don't think my eyesight's ever going to improve. I need Apple to work on its software quality control. And specifically, invent the eyeglasses, right? That's what they should call them, the eyeglasses, right? With AR. I don't care about VR. Give me AR and glasses. If you want to know, seriously, people, if you really want to know what it would take, but I wear progressives, and unfortunately, progressive lenses don't lend themselves well to eyewear in terms of like fancy schmancy, built-in this, that, and the other thing. And it'd be great to wear those types of glasses, AR glasses, with progressive lenses, but I really don't think that's in the cards, unfortunately. If you get enough TV and OLED, you can tell the difference. Yeah, but like, dude, it's like a 55-inch, 60-inch TV, and it's OLED, and I can't tell the difference. I mean, I guess I could if I like looked at each pixel, but I'm like, who does that? Not me. Like, at this point, if 1080p is cheaper and I enjoy it just as much, then I'm happy. That's the thing. Do you enjoy it just as much? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Depends on what I have the DVD, if I care. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, dang it. I totally forgot to change the title. I forgot to change the title again. There. The title's changed. Oops. These are going to be small arms. I'm not sure how the detail is going to turn out. I think that, the head is serviceable. This will work. I'm going to see if I can get it just a little better for the Mandashawan. And then depending on how these arms turn out, I may do the same with the other ones and just go a 0.1 and then run the Mandashawan body overnight. We have what we call a dead media closet. So we have DVDs, CDs, things that we don't ever use. At some point, I may just end up having to get rid of a bulk of them, right? Like, oh, I don't care about this anymore. The problem is I don't think we're ever going to recoup costs. No one's going to buy that media. I'm holding on to it, a lot of it, for legacy purposes. The CDs, I probably have to go through, like, I inherited some CDs. I've been gifted CDs. I'm like, I don't care about, I've never listened to this album. I don't care about this artist. I know nothing about this artist. Everything we listen to is all digital. Man Cave Hobby says I'd be happy with 4DP. Honestly, you're not too far off. I probably would be. If I'm watching something that I want to watch, I'll watch it in any resolution. I'm not picky. I'm not like, oh no, I'm not going to watch that because it's not 4K. It's not Dolby Atmos. It's not surround sound. It's not even stereo. It's mono. I've never done that. I've always been like, I really want to watch that. And then I think, oh, how am I going to watch it? Oh, here? Okay. And then, I may be interested in a slightly sharper resolution, but it's not ever been a driving point. I'm telling you, I'm not typical. I don't play video games. I don't build stuff. I don't care about sports. I don't like cars. I'm not into the latest tech. I just don't, it's not, I'm different from how you think I am. I'm different from how people expect me to be. It's not gonna, you can't push me into liking something that inevitably I just like, okay, cool, that's better. But I'm not gonna, bend over backwards to chase it down, so. GC Laredo asks, if he sends a care package, will I open it live? Yes, GC Laredo. But you have to send the package. Oh, I gotta be careful about that. We had a... What was that? Oh, never mind. I saw something flash. It was the disco light that Jedi moved. I got to be careful about saying yes, because a long time ago we got something that I'm glad we did not open live on air. I build stuff if I count Lego as building. Yeah, but that's more following the directions, following instructions. More like I crafted my own, supercharged block to overclock my widget in this B57 Hemi engine block carburetor action overdrive switch. I have less than zero interest. Less than zero. Oh, GC Laredo says GPK, my friend. Just GPK. Awesome GPK. Well, dude, I will take any and every GPK anything. So the one thing I have not 3D printed yet, I'm sure there's a GPK model out there. Although, was it Hollywood or Chris in Discord posted a Transformers logo, and I'm like, oh, that gave me an idea. So I went searching, and I found the Decepticon computer. So on Jesse PLA, the purple, I'm going to be printing the Decepticon computer. Hollywood, it was you. Okay, fair enough. So yes, GC Laredo, if you send GPK, yes, I will open it on the air. I promise. The address is in the video description. It looked, the Autobot logo looked like it turned out pretty well, Hollywood. I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. That's very impressive. Krillin still uses the CDs, but not too much. Some DVDs and Blu-rays can be pricey. Still watch things in low quality, 720p to 4K. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can watch something and think, okay, that was fun, but not ever think, oh, I didn't enjoy that because it wasn't 4K. Like, I don't think about that stuff. I never have. I probably never will. Now, maybe, 10 years from now, when everything's 8K, I might watch a 40p stream and think, eh. But remember, I grew up, I guess, in an era where, we were lucky to get any kind of signal. But I've never been an audiophile. I've never been a videophile. I can hear something and see something and tell you by and large what's better or what's worse. But if I'm enjoying something and I'm watching it or listening to it, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the media. I'm not thinking about the format. Mangalore, I have not printed one of those yet. I think I'm probably going to start at the Mundashawan. Start and end. That's the only figure from the Fifth Element I ever wanted. What do we have? Severed Lies. Green. Fair enough. We've gone green. Green has been gotten. And I just watched Gary Oldman in the Netflix movie, Mank, which was okay. I mean, it was good, but it was a little drawn out. It was like a biopic. I can see why it won awards, but I don't feel like my life is that much more complete after having watched it. I mean, I do like those kinds of movies every so often. I'm like, okay, this just won awards or was just nominated, so yeah, I'll give it a shot. That's the thing that'll pull me in. The media doesn't pull me in because it's 8K or 4K or surround sound or 5.1 stereo or THX or any of that garbage. It pulls me in because I'm interested in watching it. I'm interested in watching it in whatever format I can. Everything else is secondary. If it happens to be higher quality, great. Jean-Baptiste Zorg. You don't care to see Star Wars in 4K, not even Star Wars? No, not really. It didn't push me to upgrade. I think I have... I know I have Star Wars on VHS. Still. Not like we'll ever watch it that way again, but... I want to say I have Star Wars on DVD. The original trilogy, at least. But I did not buy... I don't remember buying the Blu-ray for any of the newer Star Wars films or the prequels, because, I went digital. I basically went digital and there's no turning back. I just assume for the rest of my life, ad infinitum, that I'm going to be watching movies in that format digitally, right? It's not going to be something where I'm going to like run over and get a disc. And it's been that way for a few years now. So if you were to tell me that I could watch Star Wars in 4K now, cool. But I'm just telling you, I would not enjoy it any more than I've enjoyed it in the past. I don't know what else to say. And I've seen entertainment on small screens, on big screens, and you know, I can understand the difference in quality. Like if I pixel peep and get up close to the TV, I'm like, oh yeah, I can see the difference in sharpness. But in terms of enjoying it, you can't make me see something that I can't see. You wish Disney would release the original theatrical cut of the films. That way you don't have to buy a Laserdisc. I actually have a copy of the original films from Laserdisc on DVD. A friend ripped them for me. You know, and I didn't realize just how, you know, nice that would be. But here's the thing. I don't know if I've gone as far as to watch them. I'm okay. I'm quite all right. Again, digital. I know I'm the worst, right? No, you're supposed to hate everything that's not 4K. You're supposed to hate everything that's not perfect. All right, let's see here. GC Laredo says has to head off. We'll send a nice package. Please hold off till you see me in chat. Would love to watch you unbox live. Okay, GC Laredo, I'll take you up on that. When it comes in, just make sure you mark it appropriately. I'll have to ping you. I may have to whisper or tag you somewhere on Discord or whatever to let you know there's Discord if you're not already there, so that we can do it the day of. Then, or you can know, you'll know because you'd have a tracking number as to when your mystery package would come in. And from an audiophile point of view, the Atmos soundtrack is amazing. Okay. Cool. Sure. Nice. Hey, Veal Chart. Good to see ya. Welcome aboard again. Did you bring tuplets with you? I'm never going to get over that. I'm never going to forget that word. I'm never going to forget it. It's just it's etched in my brain. I can't. It's like one of those things that is never going to leave. And I'm like, why does this name keep coming up? And now I find myself, I need to like ping him. I find myself like, you know, if I'm frustrated out and about, I'm like, I want to like get mad at something. I'm like, effing tuplets. Like I'm mad at this mystery thing. Like, man, it's typical tuplets. I can't, why did we raid them? Why did I raid him? Why? It's tuplets. I know. And of all, I for some reason my brain latches on to the weirdest words. You're gonna get your Betamax out tomorrow and watch Star Wars on your old Sony CRT TV? Go for it. You gotta remember though, I grew up in an era, you know, of CRTs, right? Pre-VHS. So if I'm watching a crappy YouTube video, like of crappy quality, and I'm watching it, I'm just, okay. Could it be better? Absolutely. Could I enjoy it a little more? Maybe. But there's a law of diminishing returns. And that's the thing I think people miss out on. Like, even with Twitch streams, right? Like, maybe with gaming it's different, but like, oh, you're pushing a 4K video stream or 1080p video stream. Most people would enjoy it just as much at 720p. You'll let Tom thinks, no, he got tuplet stuck in my head. Yeah, dude, Veal, tell him. Because it happened. I'm serious, like, effing tuplets. Like, I'm getting angry at this character that is a made-up name in my head from one stream weeks ago, and it's still happening. Tuplets. Always, yeah, typical. Things get messed up. It's Tuplet's fault. What movies did I watch on Laserdisc? I only remember seeing one like eons ago. A neighbor had a laser disc, and I remember watching it and thinking, "Oh, that's pretty cool," but not like being blown away by it. I wasn't, and it was like one of those RGB projector systems back in the day. I mean, it was neat, like by utility, but it wasn't like, oh, this is the only way I'm ever going to be able to watch anything ever again. I don't know. I'm not an audio file. I'm not a video file. I'm not a text file. I'm not a Word file. I'm not a PowerPoint file. Not an Excel file. I'm not a GIF file. Not a JPEG file. Not a I'm running out of extensions file. I'm none of those files. Never gonna happen. Can't hate me into it. Sure. Yeah, it's neat. Cool. Holy Grail and Breakfast Club. See, I only saw Holy Grail on, well, back in the day, of course, on VHS. If I saw Breakfast Club, it was probably also on VHS. Although I think I remember seeing Breakfast Club like at a summer camp. I don't think we would have been allowed to watch that one at home. Chris can't even file his nails properly. I can't! And I just clipped them. I did. Here, hang on. Let me show you. Since you've asked, since you've mentioned. Look, I did. I clipped them. Both sides. They're congruent. They're clean. Because I figured, if I'm going to be, pointing at prints, I want to have this stuff, like, cleaned up. Not quite a hand model. Move over, George. George is getting very upset. 1 hour. 1 hour left in the Mondashawan arms. Like, I gotta admit, this is definitely smaller than I was expecting. But if they come out decent, then I'm probably gonna keep them. The next one I'm inclined to print at a higher resolution is going to be the head. So I resliced the head, so I'll get that going. Oldman's hands, Gary Oldman's hands. I'll take it. Man Cave Hobbies, I'll take it. Hello, Ryan, aka Daily Pone. So wait, what was you posted something on Discord, Ryan, where you were talking about some kind of clip or something for the spools? I'm not exactly sure I understood what it was. I've been using these clips that I printed out to keep the spools from unwinding, and this has been serviceable by and large. Thank you for following Takax Moon. Taka X Moon. Guessing how to say everybody's username is like it's a skill I've yet to develop. The spool holder, the rod the spool sits on while it spins during prints. It's too short for thick. What? Spool holder. Oh, I guess I never had a problem with the one that Prusa sent. The extenders you printed out a few inches to the rod. Oh, fair enough. Like I said, I have had little to no issues with the way Prusa's been handling things. Me, for the most part. Everyone's different. Hollywood N3D notes that Lucas tried to be bleeding edge and has not aged well with the special editions when he added the CG. Yeah, I wish it had the same look and feel, but that doesn't mean that I'm just going to go back and only accept the original films as canon or only want to watch those. I still feel that Disney may very well go back and modify a few things, and I think they'd be well within their rights to do that, and I'd be okay with it as long as things were modified for the better. I would like to see Disney certainly modify Rogue One, and specifically with Rogue One, Leia and Tarkin. Like or even Mandalorian, they need to redo that. Like deepfakes have done a better job with Luke Skywalker's face.
Dynamite just subscribed.
Wow, that Tommy TV, thank you for the subscription. AACNEP 76. The Cloud Car print turned out well. Let me go ahead and flip over to a larger view. There you go. All right. So it turned out well. This is larger. It's about 50% larger. I maybe hit a couple of snags with it. And this model that was crafted may not have been a perfect model, but it's serviceable. I still had to glue on these little bumpers of sorts. Everything printed as I expected it to print for the most part. There were some issues back here, but I had the same issues in the front and in the back.
Jamie just gifted 1 subs.
As I did with the smaller one. Oh, thank you, TC Jamie, for gifting Sierra Golf Sierra SGS. Appreciated that. We'll see if they pay it forward. No problem. Always a joy to watch the stream and videos. Well, that, Tommy TV, I appreciate it. I really do. Every sub counts. Every cheer counts. Every bit of support absolutely counts. I really thank you. I thank everybody. And I say that every day, sincerely. Because apart from that, I don't know what I'd be doing in these evenings. Because I'm wanting to print things. Because I want to put them together. Something that I want to do. So it's good to have people to hang with me. To make it feel a little less lonely, if you will. Oh, look at that. Ah, so Golf Sierra got the gifted sub. Did it show up in your notifications? That's the nice thing about the gifted subs is that if someone's on Twitch at the time, it'll pop up. I'm not sure if it sends out email notifications, though. It might. It might send out email notifications. At least I've never, when I've been gifted subs, I have yet to receive an email notification about it. I get email notifications when the subs are dropping, but, you know. That Tommy TV says, I totally get it. Sometimes I want to unbox my pop figures and just admire them. LOL. Yeah, I hear you. Like, just to look at it, right? That's the thing, you know, like Cloud Car or Ahsoka Tano, right? Like, oh, yeah, that's so cool. I printed that. I did that. I made that where it didn't exist otherwise. Let's get back. Speaking of printer, let's get back to the print. Check out your Autobot symbol. Oh, yes, Builder's Mark. You should check out the Autobot symbol because it inspired me to now be printing some other things that I wanted to print. Transformers, computer stuff that you can't get otherwise. Daily Pone asks a question. How much am I collecting Lego Star Wars, etc. is pure passion? How much is building a nest egg to pass on to your kid? I'd say more passion because it's interesting to have it. And what else am I going to do? You reminded me that we have one figure to open. Did I see the trailer for Loki? No, big fan. I did not. I saw the trailer. I started to watch that trailer, and then I got caught up in a customer service message for sending back the disastrous OnePlus devices. And customer service for OnePlus is courteous and kind and responsive, but just as challenging to work with as the phones themselves. I got 4 figures to open. I do want to watch the Loki trailer, though. Very much looking forward to that. You need to adjust the layer height so you don't see the infill. What? Oh, are you talking specifically about the Autobot that he with using his red ice? That makes sense. Did I know that Bruce Willis has owned more than 100 Hondas? His favorite was the Fifth Element. Oh man, that's all right. Dr. Silt Rocks. Everyone gets points for that. Everyone just got 10,000 points. So which one of these figures am I opening today? I've got the Scarif Trooper or Shore Trooper. Tusken Raider with soft goods. Cloak. Another Death Trooper. I say another because I definitely have a lot of Death Troopers. And then a Tank Pilot. Which ones am I opening today? Which one? I don't know. Which one? That one? What do you mean that one? Tank? Oh, 2 people said tank. All right. So we'll put the others to the side. Tank Pilot it is. Gonna open it now. Do you remember Lego increasing in value better than gold? That's true. It's still very much true. Lego sets do cost a lot. We tend to open a lot of the Lego that we get. I mean, I was very, very happy with the sets that we built this weekend. I have one more Lego set. Can you see in the larger screen? Absolutely. Cine up. Give me a second. This is part of the archive wave, currently available. Let me go ahead and move things out. There we go. Sorry about this. Got the tip of the Vader. Tank Pilot. One of the better characters to come out of Rogue One. That's what I loved about Rogue One the most, is like we got 3 new Imperials: the Death Trooper, the Tank Pilot, and then the Scarif Trooper, aka the Shore Trooper. Like, I've always... You okay? That had to hurt. Oh, dude. Like, did you see him like just flop out there? You okay? Are you fine? Are you gonna make it? You good? No? He's unresponsive. I'm gonna give the mouth resistance. Where else but on this channel are you going to get this kind of content? Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Alright, so we got the Tank Pilot. It'll be fine. He's got his finger on the trigger, which apparently, according to Sir Will, is not a good thing. I know nothing about gun safety. I barely know anything about action figure gun safety. Let's see if... Can I get that? Give me a second. There we go. Stand it up a bit. There we go. We got our tank pilot, our tank driver. Single jointed elbows though. It's looking good. Looking real good. Looking real good. Bam 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 bam. Tank 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 tank. So that Tommy TV, you like Pops more than these types of figures? I mean, everyone's got their favorites. This is definitely not my favorite scale, but I would choose a Black Series figure probably before I chose a Pop. And I think that's always going to be the case. I don't know, the Pops are fun, but they're a bit bulbous. I was so happy that they released a 5 POA version of the Tank Pilot, and then also the Vintage Collection, at a time when they were doing both of those. But here's the figure of the day. Figure of the day. Figure of the day. Figure day. Figured. He's gonna shoot the hang on, he's gonna shoot the gingerbread dude. Pew 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 pew. He's gonna shoot you. Pew 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 pew. I don't know what happened. My finger brushed something, and right in the middle of the tank pilot shooting something, then like the screen goes blank to be right back. I was like, all right, I'm gonna see this through. So you got to be careful. Those tank pilots, they may blow you off your stream. Did I see the new Harry Potter gold Lego figures? No, I did not. Gold? Gold? Gold, you say? Let's see here. Harry Potter gold? Harry Potter gold Lego? What's going on here? Oh, whoa. Golden figures. Celebrating 20 years of Lego Harry Potter. Oh my god. Wow, those are... How are they going to be released? Oh, each set. So different sets are going to have a single golden minifigure. Because they did the similar kind of thing with Star Wars. Yeah, I'm probably not going to chase them down. Oh, there's so many Lego pieces and products and minifigures that I don't have. I can't even begin to have. Can't even begin. Thank you, Aveline French. I appreciate you appreciating my shirt. This is happily something that fits the Darth Vader constellations. I can't even remember the last time I wore it. But I was like, oh, I was looking for something different. I'm like, oh, yeah, I haven't worn that in a while. I'm happy now being where I am because I can go into the closet and pretty much wear anything that's there. And if I have a problem, it's typically that a shirt is too large, not too small. I would rather a shirt be too large. Oh, sorry. I'd rather a shirt be too large than too small. If it's too small, then I'm like, oh. But if it's too large, I feel like, okay. It's too large. That's a good thing. But it's a good fit. Not too tight. I always worry when I go on a bender having... Oh, thank you, big fan, for the posture check. When I go on a bender and eat, more than one slice of pizza, I'm like, oh, man, I ate too much. But I'm doing okay. You gotta check... I check the weight, my weight, every week. To try to make sure I'm, where I need to be. You never know what to wear in your closet because you got so many cool shirts. Tommy TV, you probably do. I mostly have Star Wars anymore, although I have non-Star Wars stuff too. Hollywood, you're going to go for an MK3S Plus? That makes sense. I would have little to no problem getting, if and when we ever get a second one, a larger one. That would be the MK3S Plus. But I don't feel like I'm needing one, or that we're needing one. I would hope that one day resin gets a bit more streamlined, and maybe they're saying that, oh, it's way better than it used to be, but I'll keep waiting. And that's kind of how I feel with, upgrading anything. I mean, especially something like a 3D printer. What can I get? Yeah, a helmet, but I'm not into making helmets. Bigger prints. Yeah, but I'm really not into making bigger prints. So I would shrink the model, not necessarily want to enlarge it. So you wonder how the HBO Harry Potter series is going to be. Heard they're making one. That's possible. Wouldn't surprise me. Oops. That automatically copied to the clipboard. I thought that was I clipped it. I clipped the me giving mouth-to-mouth resuscitation to the action figure. Oh, there's already a raffle running. Well, now there isn't. There's a new raffle. Liz says she was having some internet problems. Oops, what? Interesting. So I sent Yoko a picture of her Ahsoka, and she says, "Oh, so cool." Because I know she doesn't have a lot of space, so I figured I'd give her the one that came out without problem. And there's definitely some texture to it. She could paint it. I have a feeling Yoko will paint it because she's really good at that kind of crafting thing. So I'll give her this to paint, and maybe she will, maybe she won't. But I think just giving her something to have in her collection is really cool. Printing things out to give people to have in their collections is a pretty fun idea. At least I think it is. And I know not everybody prints, and certainly not everybody collects, but, it's a thing. So, what are you going to do? What is this? Hasbro Pulse Premium. I don't. They use the word libation. What the hell is a libation? Now print you an AT-AT, Cine up. I haven't even printed my own yet. We'll see. I will see what filament trips the trigger. I'm running low on this particular gold, and I'm feeling like a gold of the Fab 365 AT-AT would be fun. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I've seen the cutaway one too. Because I got to think not just what I want to print, but where's it gonna go? Right? Where's it? How's it? how's it going to be situated, right? It makes sense for me to like print, these little magical bits when people cheer or saying, thank you for the sub, thank you for following here on Twitch. That makes sense. But, oops. Outright, I don't know. Speaking of, picked this up today. It originally came with milk chocolate, unfortunately, so for us vegans, it was not viable. But these tins exist, nice little pencil case. I had to peel away the stickers in the back, unfortunately, as well as in the front. It's lenticular on top. You can see a little bit of Grogu. How about a gold Baby Yoda? Yeah, possibly. Like I said, this filament is not running low, but I'm definitely working my way through it. And that's why I went back to it, because I was like, wait, I forgot to print this, and I wanted to get that in the yogurt, right? I was able to get the yogurt in gold. Or the Mondashawan. I'm like, oh yeah, I really wanted to get the Mondashawan, for sure. I probably didn't need this many supports for the hands either, but I'm still working my way through figuring out where supports need to go, how they need to go. In fact, I'm not even sure if I needed supports on these hands at all, the way that they were laying on the in the STL file, because the way they would have printed up. Maybe it'll help mitigate layer lines, possibly. Thank you for following Stuart Buckley. Very good to see you here on Twitch. I hope that laser blast did not hit you, Stuart. If it did happen, I could apologize, but it's the danger of being around here. Sometimes you get random laser blasts. Sometimes you get lightsabers. Sometimes you get cowbell. It happens. What filament is that? This is a Filament 1 Gold Premium PLA Pro Select. I was vacillating between this, and I've also been recently printing with the Jesse PLA Brad Orange. Got a little bit of a glitter to it. That's a Cloud Car. This is an Ahsoka Tano. What I'm printing right now is not Star Wars. Hey! Britt likes my shirt too. Apparently this is going to be a very popular shirt. I may never wash it again. Actually, I will. The shirt will be washed again. I may be wearing it for a couple days, but it will likely get washed at some point in the future, so that I can wear it again and again and again. I don't wear it all that often. I've got a lot of shirts, right? But not having worn this in a while, I wasn't sure how it would fit, and it seems to fit okay, so I'm happy. With my very white thumbs up. So white that like my camera is zebraing. Zebraing? Sith Lord Britt notes that she can't smell me. This is true. This is accurate. All right, Britt, I know you're gonna you might. I'd say you should, but you might appreciate what I printed this afternoon. Let's see if Britt gets it. Let's see if Britt knows what I've got here. Does Britt know? Just curious. It's a morbid curiosity. Maybe a bit of a stretch, because I'm not sure how deep everybody's fandom goes. But any guesses? It's plain. Well, I must have thrown her off. Dink, dink. Dink, 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 dink. Dink, dink. Dink, 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 dink. Dink, dink. Dink, 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 dink. Dink, 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 dink. Dink, 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 dink. A dude from Star Trek. Not quite. You can't tell. It's yogurt from Spaceballs. Yogurt. Just plain yogurt. It's okay. It's okay. So, people couldn't guess this one earlier either. Now, this one's a little small, and the quality's not amazing. I'm probably going to reprint it with a higher quality here. This one. Now, it's sci-fi.
Time not important, only life important.
There you go. You got yogurt. What about this one? Sorry if I'm not holding it accurately, but this one's going to be a little harder. Especially because I can't hold it still. Well, I can always reprint another one. Definitely not Bebop. And it's, yeah, it's gone. It's, well, I'll just reprint another one. Uh-oh, LO. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. It's a Mondashawan head from the Fifth Element. It's very, I would say it's borderline esoteric. Not Star Wars. So, yeah, it's, I'm like working, because I see the color filament, and I'm like, what did I miss in that? What did I miss in gold? So I'm like, I was thinking through like, gold. Britt, you might know. All right, Britt, I'm gonna ask you next time I vacuum. Oh yeah, let me tell you. And then it's gone. And then it's really gone. So I did a smaller Ahsoka Tano here. Like last night it was larger, but Britt, what else in Star Wars? Because I trust you. What else in Star Wars is orange? Like, something that, like, you can think of that's orange. Oh, Builder's Mark got the filament from the giveaway. Awesome. What did you get again, Builder's Mark? Because, I mean, Lord knows I've got... I'm sitting on plenty of filament. Plenty of. They're probably, I mean, I've got more filament than I know what to do with. X-Wing pilot jumpsuit. Oh, that'll work. I almost think like a discarded jumpsuit, like on the floor. Like, you know, you got to think, you know, when Luke, you know, got out of it, like, did he hang it up nicely and neatly, or did he just like crumple it? Ooh, the Tatooine Sun. I didn't even consider that. That's not a bad idea. Like a white, like background, right? One layer, another layer an orange sun, and then another layer like a yellow sun, right? So you'd have the twin sun. I didn't even think of that. That's a fantastic idea. An X-Wing pilot bust. That could work. Porg. Are porgs orange, though? What up? Are porgs orange?
I like your shirt.
Everyone likes it. Oh.
Yeah, you got a lot of compliments. No idea.
Not a lot of Aveline and Britt complimented the shirt. Well, I just don't wear it all that much.
Compared to how many times you get compliments on your shirt on other days.
Yeah, I know, because it's like, you know, that
It's
it's,
not basic stuff.
well, because it looks sciencey.
It's not basic.
It's basic. You're basic.
Basic is not a good term.
Hollywood 3D likes the shirt, too. Maz Kanata, yeah. I could do that one. Someone mentioned that one yesterday, but I'm like, I thought it'd be a different kind of orange, but I think you may be right. If I can find a decent model. She just recommended the Tatooine Suns, which is a great idea.
What are you making today?
I might be able to do, in fact, I might be able to create the Tatooines. Oh, Mondashawan from the Fifth Element. I might be able to create that Tatooine Suns, Brit. I might be able to do it. Because I'd do like a flat surface. I almost need to figure out how to curve it, right? Like a lithophane. Curve it so it can stand up on its own. And then 2 circles. For the twin Tatooine Suns. That's a great idea, Britt. Kyber crystals. Amen. I've got to put the Kyber crystal template into another file that I use in every filament. Because all I have right now is this gold Kyber crystal. So you're right, I need an orange one. Bomb Squad troopers? Someone had mentioned a crate from Rogue One, so I'm probably going to do that. That was on the tank. That you may have seen the tank driver in. This one is not 3D printed. Not 3D printed. Tank driver, not 3D printed. Hence the amazing quality. Yeah, that Tatooine... Now you got me thinking. Orange Angry Bird Star Wars character was there? I remember Luke was red. Han was yellow. Obi-Wan was black. Chewbacca was brown. Leia was pink. But I like the idea. The Rebel symbol, definitely. Like on coasters or coins. You can always do a Mando helmet. Someone recommended it. I mean, didn't recommend it, but I saw a print, like a larger Mando helmet. I probably could do that in orange. It's figuring out the scale. Because I wouldn't be decorating it. It'd just be printed and then done. It is what it is. I'm not into the detailed making and crafting. I'm into the detailed pointing and printing. Although, I'm serious, Britt. I think I may take a stab at that Tatooine Suns. I needed to pull out some of the white filament I had anyway. Do I like Star Wars creatures? Dude, I love Star Wars creatures. The creatures are my favorite part of Star Wars. Like, absolutely. Gizka? You told me an orange Mando helmet? I remember seeing one on Discord. No, on someone else, on the Prusa Discord, I saw one today. I don't know what a Gizka is. Gizka were small reptiles, could be found throughout the galaxy. Now I wonder if I can find a model for this. Okay. I'll check that out. Definitely Maz Kanata. Oh, they're in Star Wars The Old Republic. I never played the game. I never got into a lot of the Star Wars games. I know I'm a horrible nerd. I'm probably losing all my geek cred. And by the way, everybody, I know if you've not already followed Sith Lord Brit, I'm making the recommendation. Give her a follow now. I would say that she's probably a bigger Star Wars fan than me, because she's like doing the whole building the cosplay material stuff, you know, and actually building something that can be used, as opposed to me building things that cannot. Blurgs, I found a few good blurg models. I've got some blurgs in green. I've got some white blurgs as well. Those were because I wanted to print something and I had white loaded. I'm like, oh, I'll just print some blurgs. Don't ask me why I thought white blurgs were going to be funny. Brett, you'll always get shout outs from me. Always. You keep doing awesome stuff, I will keep shouting out. I'm a big fan in helping other creators. Huge fan. What do we got there, Man Cave Hobbies? There's another one called Ember Akdog. Interesting. Not a long list of things orange in Star Wars. I know. What do we have here? Gizka 3D model. Oh, interesting. But can you actually download that model from Sketchfab, Man Cave Hobbies? I mean, it looks nice, and I think that's printable. That could work as a print. But my question is, because it says more model information, but oh yeah, okay, so you can get the object file. Never mind, you can. Cool. All right. I may be doing that. Because why not? I got the filament. I might as well try. Thank you, Man Cave Hobbies. That can be printed orange and some easy peasy black acrylic over the other parts will make it look like it's glowing. Interesting. See, I need like a one-step make. Very, very simple. Oh, that's a nice Maz Kanata. Yeah. Highly detailed mud box sculpt. Obviously PLA there. Okay. Thank you, to Big Fan. I appreciate that. I will take a look. Fix him, dude! Thank you so much for the 100 bits. And the ginger, if the ginger does not start responding, I am going to kick the gingerbread man out. A baby Rancor? I've seen the Rancor sculpt, the object printed. I was going to wait for the brown before I did a baby Rancor. Orange would be fun, though. I've got a couple of new ideas, so I appreciate everybody talking about it. I really appreciate that, Sith Lord Brit. Because I'm thinking through how I could do that in Tinkercad and basically lay a flat layer. That would be the white layer. And then 2 other layers for the suns, right? One would be for a yellow sun. Another one would be for an orange sun. Different sizes. And then see about, I don't know how I'd be able to curl it. But even if it was flat, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Fix him, dude, in orange. Jedi wants everything. That's the thing. Don't take Jedi saying that she wants something as a sign that she actually wants it. Because more often than not, what it is Jedi sees something, and then she says she wants it, and then once she has it, she forgets about it. So, I don't put much faith in that at all. Because I'll say, hey, remember this? You said you wanted it. And she's like, yeah, okay. I can curve it in Tinkercad? Okay. And maybe give that a shot. That's all kids. Exactly. Never ever listen to kids when they say, I want something. Never. I want that. Oh. Okay. Tell you what, if you still want it in 2 weeks, then we'll talk. Because trust me, by then, they'll have moved on. They'll have completely forgotten about it. So I generally try to remind myself. The only time I'm a sucker for that is if we're out and about and she sees something Star Wars that's a decent price, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get it. But then she says, oh, no. And I'm like, alright. It doesn't take much convincing. Everything else, I'm like, yeah, we'll wait 2 weeks. Did I get the Jesse Neon Brown? Yes, I did. Great color for a Mon Calamari. I was hoping for a Mon Cala to use maybe a deeper red. And in this orange might not be bad, but maybe, I don't know. For an Akbar, it may be a bit much. But if I find a good STL file for an Admiral Akbar, I may end up printing it in this. Even though Akbar is a little more reddish orange than orange outright, or boldly orange. And as RC Maniac notes, I pretty much have all of them. I have the collection. Now I have to print the collection. I'd say that tonight I'm going to be watching Snowpiercer, but Season 2's over. Season 3 is already in production, which I'm very happy to see. Even Dave said, I got all the one he makes. Wow. He said it. I didn't do any kind of fact checking, but I believe it. I'm anxious to try them all. I really am. Because in many cases I'll print, and I'll think, what else is in this color? What else might be interesting in this color? And then I'll go from there. That's why I will often ask, like, what else? What else could there be? I should do a droid or two, too. I haven't done a droid in a bit. Yeah, I definitely could have printed this a lot faster by not using supports. But we only have 22 minutes left. And I'd rather do overkill. I'd rather have more supports than I don't need than not enough. Maz Kanata. Yeah, that Maz Kanata might be fun in that orange. It's a very, very orange. It's a very, very, very orange. Not just a light orange. This isn't a messing around orange. Your daughter wants a Grogu, but haven't found a green for it yet. Just depends. I mean, I would say a natural kind of green. Like an army green. Dave's got a good one. I think that could work, isn't it? Isn't that what it's called? The shade is called army green. Hang on. Let's see here. Printedsolid.com. Search green. Yeah, army green. Army green might work. Try army green. I really like that green. I bet you that would work. For a Grogu? Oh, absolutely. Check that out, Hollywood N3D. Let me get you a link. There's your link. Oops, I should do another one of those, huh? Alright, Avalon, what am I changing the light to? Oh, you already had it open. That's funny. Orange. There's the orange. The orange is loaded up. Oh, no worry. Oh, there's that. Like I said, I think the scale at which I planned on printing the Mandashawan turned out smaller than expected, but if it works, it works. Yeah, Avalon, I'm not sure about the gingerbread man. It was supposed to announce things, and it really doesn't. It just stands there and dances. Oops. Speaking of stands there and dances, I gotta move that ad out there. There we go. It announced your arrival? Oh, okay, RC Maniac. It was supposed to when someone cheers bits, and when someone subs, and when someone follows. It should have made announcements, but I guess it didn't. See, it said hi. It did, but it also should have said thank you for tipping or thank you for this, that, and the other thing. And when we were testing earlier, it definitely did not. Thank you, Avalon, for the 10 bits. See, watch. Alright, come on, gingerbread dude. Say thank you. And it doesn't say thank you. See what I'm saying? And I set it up to do that. So I don't know what's going on. So yeah, the gingerbread man may not survive. It may get taken out. You think he's overcooked? Kill Bill him? No, he's a fake. You're gonna eat it? He just likes dancing happy. He does. Alright. Because he's not doing what he said he was going to do. So, you know what?
A_super squirrel just gifted 20 subs.
I can't lie. I can't.
Gamble101 Cheerdex 1000.
Oh my god. Wait, huh? Oh my god. Hey, hi. Oh my god. Hey, Thank you, Man Cave Hobbies. I knew I could count on you. Unlike Builder's Mark. Oh my god! This is what happened, right? So, holy cow. That's unbelievable. Thank you very much. Exceedingly much to A Super Squirrel for giving out 20 Tier 1 community subs. And then, of course, Fix'em Dude and Gamble101 coming in right after that. Fix'em Dude with 100 bits. Whoop. And then Gamble101 with 1,000 bits. Unbelievable. Gamble101, I think you're the MVP of the day for the bits. That's great. That's outstanding. Thank you, Man Cave Hobbies, Avaline French for the additional bits. Basically, y'all, we went from beginning the hype train to ending it within, like, a minute. Like, not even a minute. Like, that's it. Level 5 hype train has been accomplished. That's a record. I want to say it's definitely feeling like it's a record for me. Yeah, too bad Gingerbread Man wasn't here to see all this. He's off crying somewhere. Yeah, no doubt about that. When I'm frozen, I can't say anything. No, I can. Frozen does not mean like my body's frozen. You didn't get to blink? I know. Like, no one got to blink. I didn't even get a chance to, like, hype up the hype train. I'm not complaining. Trust me. I wish all hype trains were like that. Not just getting through a level 5, but that's like immediate hype. Wow. Holy cow. Thank you, Squirrel. My God. Look at that. So, Boschno, Kenley, Superbad79, Shen... What is this? Shenski... If it sits, narrator here, Ash Darkdarn, Far E-Wings, Disheartened, April You Fools, Just Your Average Dad, Easy Fella, Shalazin, Brickin' Nick, Quiet to Listen, Ground Zero Music, Zaxy Ripper, Sister Honey, Fatal Error 2.0, and Matter Hacks. Wow. That's incredible. Oh, I tried clicking the screen. Did you try clicking the screen? Which part of the screen did you try to click? Because, dang, It took 54 seconds? Warp speed was about right. That was like hyper warp speed. Oh, the freeze box. I was like, what do you mean? Like, that makes sense. Yeah, that's not a real dialogue. It's not a... That's not a Twitch dialogue. At all. That's pretty funny. Okay, now you're here. You just missed the hype train. The hype train's over, David. Gosh, you miss all the fun. We've been talking about your filament tonight. So you should be happy. Builder's Mark is also happy that he received the giveaway filament. All right. Now we're going to ask David. David, this may not be in your filament, but do you know what this is, David? Apart from out of focus. Come on, get in focus. This is going to get in focus.
_Super Squirrel just gifted 1 subs.
What? Thank you for gifting the subs there, Super Squirrel. Unbelievable. Oh, man, I cannot. It's not going to be in focus. There we go. Any idea what this is? Any idea? Super Squirrel, you're the sub gifting MVP. The sub gifting MVP easily. Thank you, Man Cave Hobbies, for the cheers. Fifth element, that's right. See? Yeah. The fact that it may be tiny, it worked well enough. Thank you for helping complete the hype train. That was the best hype train ever. Like, I didn't even get a chance to close my mouth before the hype train ended. No complaints. No complaints whatsoever. 0 complaints here. Except for that AT-AT. That AT-AT is just floating out in the middle of nowhere. There we go. Not a duck, Mikey Man 77. Just keep sharing love, my guy. I'm doing my best, Super Squirrel. And you know what? It is easier to do with supporters like you. We got a couple of MVPs today. Gamble 101 is our top cheerer. Easily leading the pack. That's great. Thank you, everybody who's cheered. Every little bit counts. Absolutely. Every bit counts. Every bit. Every person counts. I haven't had any tips in a while, but that's okay. Top tipper still Cini up 76. Top gifter is still Loyal Moses, but today the top gifter is easily a Super Squirrel. Easily, easily, easily. Did we enter a world record? Is that a world record, Hype Train? It feels like it is. You know what? Everyone's getting points for that world record Hype Train. Add points, all. Everybody just got 100,000 points. Congratulations. I'm sorry, popcorn. As I eat my popcorn. As I enjoy my popcorn. There you go. Just like that. Just like that. Because popcorn can be delicious even when you don't eat it. And now you can gamble. And duel. And do whatever you need to do. Where's yours? I just gave it to everybody. So, you'd get it too.
Playth Planet just resubscribed for 3 months.
Thank you, Play the Planet. Appreciate the upping. What do you mean you didn't get any? Everybody should have got some. Everybody got some. Hang on. You didn't get any. Wait. Now I gotta check. Now I gotta check. Add point. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Points. Krusty 3D. Fine. Everybody else. Everybody's getting another 100,000 points. Just like that. There, now you definitely have it. So everyone just got like 200,000 points. Like that. I'm sorry. Popcorn. Yeah, and Krusty 3D missed the world's record hype train. Which would easily still be happening. Usually it's kind of like, okay, can we do this? Can we do this? Chugga chugga choo choo. Unbelievable. You know what? It's going to put all of their hype trains to shame. Well, not that I'm complaining. Not that I'm saying every hype train is, you know, worthy of ranking, but, man, starting and finishing a hype train within a minute? Can you beat that record, everybody? Because usually they can last a good 5, 6, 10 minutes. So, that's very hypey. That's awesome hypey. Who killed the hype train? No one killed it. It went all the way through level 5, Krusty. And a freeze frame? Yeah, with a freeze frame. It started and ended. Basically, hey, Chi-Town Deke. Basically, Krusty, Squirrel, I'm just shortening his handle, gifted 20 tier 1 subs. A Super Squirrel gifted 20 tier 1 subs. And then Fix'em Dude and Gamble 101 basically cheered bits. Gamble 101 cheered 1,000, and then Fix'em Dude cheered 100. And so that pushed us into the hype train, but it pushed us that far. Oh, you've seen Loyal start and finish a hype train in one shot? Oh my god. What, by gifting like, what, 50? That's crazy. Huh. But a good thing. Weird Al Yankovic said today there's not any good music out there to do parodies of? That doesn't even make any sense. He'd never say that. That sounds like a rumor. Yeah. That's Loyal. That's like when Project R3D and Loyal did a sub-off. I totally missed that. I'm good with the chopsticks? Thank you. Except that time. I'd say practice, but been using them successfully since I was an adult. No, he tweeted it and somebody asked him and then he deleted it. No. That doesn't sound right. You can still barely use a fork? You could try eating popcorn with a fork. I wouldn't recommend it. In a Kobe stream, R3D gifted 100, then Loyal 100. Oh my god. Is that how Kobe got like 1 billion subs? I'm like, my god, kicking ass and taking names. My goal, of course, and it always has been, is to take a long, stable approach to doing this kind of stuff. So being consistent, at least with my time, if not, you know, what I might be, you know, what we might be talking about on any given night, what we might be doing on any given night, but going for longevity. So yes, it's amazing to have subs and the gifts because it brings people in and we get a chance to, you know, hang out more often and get to know each other. But I want that, you know, consistency. That consistency for me is key. Kobe's entertaining, I think, has made a good end of stream raid location for people. Yeah. I wound up following a couple other Star Wars streamers today. They're more, the streams that they do are more gaming, though. I like rating the Just Chatters. And definitely put a weight on the people who come back. For sure. Used to be able to do the whole Karate Kid fly with chopsticks. Had you ever really done that, though, Krusty? Or are you just saying you did? See, even Cine Up is incredulous. As is RC Maniac. Yesterday we did raid someone who was just ending. I know. I felt bad for that too. I'm like, oh man. Always have your devoted followers. I agree. Agree. Like I say, next time, bring a friend. I don't know how precise I can get with the chopsticks. I could, with enough patience, pick up a grain of rice. Because I can generally look at the object that I'm trying to pick up, and specifically where on the object. So I've got that kind of coordination with chopsticks. As opposed to just like mash and then grab whatever I grab, but like knowing which piece I'm going for. Oh, you never said the fly was alive at that time? Oh yeah, Krusty. Of course. Nice way to fly yourself out of that one. You love using chopsticks over utensils? Yeah, it just depends. But noodles, I like chopsticks. Rice, I like chopsticks. I don't know why. Popcorn, chopsticks. Keeps my hands clean. You once got a wasp stuck in a laptop latch? Wow. Intentionally? Because that is something you do not want to make mad. Oh, a complete accident. Wow. I was gonna say, dude. Oh, Mondashawan's hands are done. I'm gonna put the head back on, but at a higher resolution. Give me a second. Let me get that file transferred over. Boop. Is it? Mondashawan head. Alright, we're gonna see how these hands turn out. Give me a second. If I can keep this. Okay, so this is going to be a 0.10 head. We're going to see how well this one works. And the scale may be way too small. But, let's see. Let's see what we got.
Time not important, only life important. As long as I don't accidentally break something, I'm good.
Confused why all the supports. I don't know. I probably didn't need all the supports. Quite honestly. Probably didn't need any supports. Actually, no, I probably didn't need any. Now that I look at it. Oh well. Let's do a quick burn here. Why all the supports? Because I'm still not very good at predicting where the supports need to be. That's why. You love my toolbox? Aw. Yeah, you know, honestly, I think that'll work for the arms, the .15. I'm not sure I can get much better at a .10. Although now you got me wondering, I wonder how well it would work in without as many supports. Welcome to me, like, still learning, like, well, wait, can I do that with supports, without supports? And I look at it, and I eyeball it, and I'm thinking, you know, I think I could do it without. But I mean, it seems like I'd be okay. You keep telling me to ditch a lighter, get a hot air gun? I probably need to. Make a recommendation, Krusty. I'll look. Give me a recommendation for what gun to get. I have a gun. Then I can say I have a gun. Whee! Sorry, I'm just turning my attention back to the head. Not sure we're going to see much. At 40%, I'm not sure we're going to see much of a difference. Would probably print again without supports faster than cleaning. Yeah, I'm still, like I said, I'm still kind of mastering, like, oh, I could do that without supports. I mean, seemingly, I think it would be possible to print without supports. I can try. I'm fine with making one or two of these and picking the better of the two. Like I said, it's just not having that much experience. So the way you judge if supports are needed is settings, print settings, layers, and perms. Detect bridging perimeter, slice and check. Looking for dark blue. If you see it, but it's only one or two perms, then it's fine without supports. Okay, so I look for dark blue. It's good to know. Yeah, it's a good tip. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all I need is just like a little indication as to what it may be, what it may take. So I will use that. I may have to do it over anyway, especially if I balk off this thumb. Yeah, okay. I may try these again. I mean, it worked. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, the hands worked. See, I just feel that those hands need help. Thank you, Cresty. It will highlight bridging, which is fine. Okay. I think I understand that. Okay, so now, if I put this over here, move that off here. Give me a second. Let's see here. Let me load the file in question, because this is where I can learn. 1-1 arms. I did these at 40%. They seem to turn out okay. Like, I think, like, detail wise they were fine. So let me slice. Zoom in a bit. This is at a 0.10 detail. Oh, interesting. So I'm not getting any blues. Oh, okay. Maybe I could have done the whole things without support. Nice. Huh, okay. I'll try it again. Why not? Although, the only thing I'll do for, oops, infill, just doesn't matter. I'll just go to rectilinear. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you. I thought I was showing the screen. My bad. Thought I had it set to automatically go, but why isn't it going? Weird. Okay, give me a second. I'll load it up. There we go. No, that's the old one. That's for the big one. There we go. So those are the arms. And if I go through layer by layer, I'm not seeing any kind of, even as I spin it around here, I'm not seeing any elements that are in, wait. Yeah, see, look, those, you see the tips of the fingers? See how they're kind of floating out there? So, like, look at the there's like, it's like floating. What slicer? Oh, this is Prusa slicer. Yeah, those tips need supports. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, those are what I was largely concerned about. So I could probably just paint on the supports. Oops. Okay, so now I mean, it's not that much different. And I'm not sure. It's a kind of a law of I think that'll be a law of diminishing returns compared to what I have now. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to see the difference, because this is definitely more than this particular scale is definitely more than ample. There's nothing wrong with what got printed before, but it's a good thing to know moving forward for sure. I'm pretty happy with those hands. It takes a lot less than what your previous slice had. Yeah, no doubt. This is a slightly higher. I mean, granted, this one is only going to be another 11 minutes. It's a pretty small head. And then with the, I can close that. With the other one, with the final one, let me go ahead and share that window. Nope, wrong one. This is the final product, and I just ran the question that I would have for this. Actually, let me close that and launch into the body again. Just redo it. So here's what I have. I got to resize it. You can see why I would have resized it anyway. To a 40%. That's the scale I went with. I mean, I will probably be losing some amount of detail, but like, what do you think about supports for this one? Oh wait, you can't see it yet. No, I keep sharing you with the Explorer. There we go. Okay, what do you think? Let me make that a little larger. You don't need to see me. So this is 5 hours without supports, and it's hard to say here, apart from the lag, right? I mean, they're just, apart from the butt, right? The butt to the base. Oh, those are some interesting anomalies. What's up with that? You see how, like, there's an underhang there? And an overhang, a slight overhang over here. Everything from top down, like the spikes on top kind of concern me, but not as much as the base. Yeah, the butt needs it. So what I can do is just say support on build plate only. Just be easier to do it that way. And it loads, and it loads, and it loads. Of course, I can go in and, whoa, I don't need that much. At least theoretically, I don't think I need the arms. So what we can do is add support blockers. Oh, guess I can't then. Sphere. I'm having so many problems. There's probably an easier way of doing this, but those arms should not need supports, correct? If I'm seeing it right. Paint on supports. Yeah, but how do I paint on a support blocker? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I'll just do this. Ah, too close, too close. That butt really concerns me. Like, I just don't... See, yeah, that front crotch thing. Ah. Oops, not that foot. Oops. What's up there? Oops. What the? Whee! And this is where support enforcer block would have been faster. Oh, so you're saying... That. That's what you're saying? I'm learning. Now, what do you think about the other areas here? Because there's a slight overhang. These other things have slight overhangs too. Like, I mean, now everything's gonna go to it. See, there's a blue there. That was my other concern. And see, at this point, I'm back to thinking exactly where I was to begin with. Now, the blue is fine? You think so? You sure about that? And are you also sure about the top? These spikes? I can't even see him. Come on. Oh, this... I've got too many things loaded insofar as I can't see anything. It slices down. There we go. I guess the spikes should be okay. Sorry, it's like it's really laggy. It's very laggy. Way too much supports. Yeah, but dude, that base is not. Look. That base is really here. Look, if I got rid of that, right? Like the problem is there's too much of an overhang. Otherwise, and this is definitely the back part. Definitely needs it, and that front part is jutting out a little too far. So I started doing the paint on, and they said this is where a block would be faster. So then I went with the block. So personally, I have no horse in this race. Yeah, and for some reason, what is up with this red thing over here? Oh, the head's done at a 0.10. As this is slicing again. See, that's not by, it's fewer supports there, but not by much. Yeah, really not by much. When you right click the model while in paint in, it inserts a blocker. Yeah, but isn't that what I did? Hang on. So I painted, right click. No, I can't right click. It will not let me right click. So while painting, I cannot right click. I can click out and I can add a blocker, which I'm not going to do. I don't know. I might need to spend a little more time with it. And this is also why I like going at 40%, because the last thing I want to do is start something and it doesn't turn out well. So let's see how the head turned out. At least. Link to the model. Print as that. No way, dude. Like, that butt. No way, dude. That butt is like, it's like, I can tell you just by looking at it. That's like off axis, dude. It's printing out in the middle of nowhere. And this is way too far out. There's no chance. Zero chance. Even I can tell you that. I may be stupid when it comes to this other stuff. Did anyone else consider slowing the speed at the spikes? It's not a bad idea. It's a decent idea. Alright, so let me go over to 3. Now this is a slightly higher detail Mandashawan head. I just kind of wanted to see if I could tell the difference. Because obviously it's the body is the big one. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at close. This one's going to be difficult to show you up close because it's really small. That's the actual. And looking at the two, they're fairly imperceptible, like in terms of the differences. Barely. Between a 0.15 and a 0.10. But if given the choice, I would choose the 0.10 on the head because it's slightly more sharp. So that did make a difference there. Where's a link to this? Give me a second. Let me hit back over here. Take down that. Do I have a link? Give me a second. I want to say... Oh, really? Now I'm not sure if I have a link. This might have been it. Yeah, I think this was it. Here's a link to it. No, not that. The other support. What you did. What? Sorry, sometimes when I'm reading chat, it's like incongruent with where my head's already at. And now I'm not, yeah. Now I feel like, I feel like I kind of want to do the redo the arms at a 0.10 and even redo the body at a 0.10. I should redo the arms anyway for the with the better support idea and make things a little faster. 40% scale and paint on supports. Make sure I got them. Tips. Yep. I don't think I need that thumb, because the thumb is like vertical. Okay. Support enforcers only. Slicing now at 0.10. Should be good. It's going to take us through the rest of the show here. But it'll be a higher resolution, so. Sometimes this thing does not want to... Come on. Really? What is up with this? Does this stick not want to be inserted? Okay. Printing that. Thank you, Hollywood in 3D. How big am I printing? This is at 40. This at model at 40%. If there's anything bigger, I'm like, I don't know. I didn't need to be that large. And the cool thing is the hands on their own, they're pretty cool anyway. These are the hands that just reach up. And the other one, the head, Because I was gonna be sending a care package to my brother. I don't have to throw it away. I'll just send it to my brother. I don't know if he liked the fifth element. I'll have to ask if my brother likes the fifth element. Because then he'll get a kick out of it. Hey, give me a credit. The print didn't fail. Uh-oh. Schmidt. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, well. Which brother? Adam. Hey, man. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to do it well. Oh, man. Wadsy followed me 20 minutes ago, but I was like knee-deep in the printing stuff. I apologize for not shouting out. Wadsy, if you're still here, thank you. Oops. How long is the print? This one's going to be a short one. This is going to be an hour and a half. It's just at a higher quality than the other one. So... 90 minutes. And that'll definitely, like, I got about another hour in me, probably. So I'm not sure if this is going to finish by the end of the show. Then I'll have to spend a fair amount of time looking at the Mondashawan body. Good day, Alan. Or Alien, sorry, not Alan. I'm going to give a shout out to David. David may still be here. He was here a few minutes ago. You never know. So now... Man. I didn't grab water. Yeah, see, I've only tried Prusa Slicer. That did not work. I mean, it just made sense for me to use Prusa Slicer because, obviously, I'm using a Prusa machine. Well, fix 'em, dude. I imagine one's experience will translate across software. Like, you know what it is that you're trying to do, and you can figure out your way around a slicer because you know the terms, as opposed to a noob. Like I said, give me credit. Give me credit. I may have the need to continue to adjust what I'm doing specifically with supports, but these aren't failed. And I would just as soon spend, you know, a bit more attention making sure they don't fail. Yeah, I gotta ask my brother. Credit is due. Prusa has a lot of features you're not used to. Oh, fair enough. There's another raffle. And, gotta ask my brother before I forget. Adam. He's probably gonna say no. Then I'll have to find someone else to give this Mondashawan head to. It's really tiny though. It's very tiny. Well, I have two. Yeah, I wish I could give you a closer look, but unfortunately I just don't think it's going to translate. And now even just kind of looking in general, they look really close to the same, like in terms of quality. Really close. Like the 0.1 barely edges it out. Barely. So I'm not even sure if it's worth reprinting. Like, if I can't tell the difference between the 0.15 and the 0.10 on these hands, I'm just gonna go with the 0.15 with the body and be done with it. Because no point. Law of diminishing returns, you know? Yep, this is all new to me. Not that I expected to be learning something new. But it's new, nonetheless. Because I needed more plastic in my life. It's a good thing. Oh, Discord won't let you post an image? RC Maniac, I can set you... give me a second. Alright, RC Maniac. Try it now. Here. RC Maniac, I just tagged you in the 3D slicing help. You should be able to upload a photo there. Theoretically. New drinking game. Anytime I say law of diminishing returns, well, it's true. It's like salt. There comes a point where you have too much salt. See a phone, thank you. She says she sees a phone.
It's an escapee. Escapee villain.
Escaped villains. I don't know. Sometimes you don't ask questions. So this week I got no drama. I'm largely settled with the smartphone. Nothing new that I know of. I don't think. Sometimes less is more. That's true. I don't feel that way with Star Wars. Sometimes I feel that way with food, though. Less is more. Like, coffee. I would rather have less good coffee than more bad coffee. You know what I'm saying? Alright, coffee's one of those things you just don't mess with. You know, with me and coffee, we don't mess. To a certain degree, beer, too. My beverages. I have a very low tolerance for bad beverages. That's true. Coffee's got to be good. Coffee's got to be strong. Beer. Beer, I just want to be flavorful. But then again, coffee, too. But the most flavorful coffee to me is the strong coffee. Not necessarily the one with the most caffeine, though. I learned that I like the darker, deeper roasts. I like dark roasts, not the lighter roasts. And the lighter roasts have more caffeine, if you didn't know that. I actually don't like the lighter roasts because they have too much caffeine. So it's not the coffee buzz that I necessarily look forward to, it's the flavor. I definitely prefer my coffee like I prefer my Sith on the dark side. What's the one item I missed since going vegan? I really haven't had a chance to miss anything. I've pretty much enjoyed everything. I mean, there are definitely exceptions, but by and large, I still eat junk food. Still enjoy a good cup of coffee with cream. Beer. I don't know. I don't think anything. Makes it a little easier, but you know, some people look at it as, oh, I'm just going to be vegan for a little while and then go back. I'm not one of those people. Like, I see the obvious health benefits. I see the obvious direct correlation between my behavior and the outcome of said behavior. And that's big for me. Like, I want to know that what I'm doing is making an impact. I want to know that my goal can be accomplished. And so I set out with my goal this past year. In last July, I needed to take stock in my patterns and basically adjust again. So I did, and I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of, you know, doing it for a little while and then forgetting about it. So I basically got it into my routine now where I'm not finding myself with a lot of uncertainties in terms of what I might be eating on a regular basis. So every day, there's a certain schedule. And it's not necessarily by time, but I wake up in the morning. Have my routine is the best way, I guess. A habit, routine, right? Wake up in the morning. Make coffee with heavy whipping cream. The vegan variety, right? Have my cup. 1 cup. Every so often I'll have 2, but it's always a mistake when I have 2, so I try not to have 2. And try. Sometimes I'm just like, God, that was really good. I really want more. But then I get through, like, halfway through the second cup, and I'm like, this just doesn't taste as good anymore. So the moment it just doesn't taste good, I stop drinking it, right? So then usually for lunch, Diana's been really good with keeping beans around. Beans or lentils or something like that. So I'll have that. Sometimes something in the afternoon. And when I say beans, I mean, like, I'm talking like a bowl of bean, like a heaping bowl of beans, like a big bowl, huge friggin' bowl. So proteins and fat and carbs and all that stuff. So afternoon, sometimes it'll be, you know, something to nosh on. Dinners, sometimes more of the beans, maybe something else that Diana may have made. And then in the evening, I have a beer and then popcorn. So, I don't know. Sometimes with things between, but generally speaking, that's what I'm doing. And of course, the fruits and veggies are freebies. So sometimes when we have fresh carrots, I'll have a carrot or 2. Not big into the fruits, but been having a couple of bananas lately. I'm worried about the bananas because my digestive system does not like when I eat bananas, nor does it like when I eat grains. It does not like it at all. My digestive system does not handle them at all. So, I've got to be careful. Either way, we kind of limit what we have around here. So it's not like, you know, I'm bored, let me check the cabinet. I'm never bored anymore, that's for sure. To see what there's to eat and then grab something, but honestly, for the past year or so, that's been my routine. Very simple, very straightforward. Can't complain too loudly. By and large, it works. I mean, every so often we'll have, you know, nice little treats. Like a pizza or a burger. But those are, like I said, rare. They're few and far between. They're treats. They're not staples. So as long as I keep my staples consistent, I can maintain a healthier weight and not have to worry about it. More importantly, I don't have to think about it. And I'd rather not think about something. So I've got to be conscious about what my pattern is, but not to the point where I'm constantly thinking about it. If I fall into a pattern, I'm good. And so that's generally where I land. So yeah, even though this popcorn does not have oil, I've already counted for it today, so I know I'm going to be generally okay eating it. And I'm still hungry later, and I'll have a few more beans. And I'll be good. I'd have another banana, but I already had one banana today, and that's already very precarious. One time, I had too many bananas. And that hurt. Oh man, that hurt. Because it was a nice little snack, right? And so I ate like 4 or 5 of them. My body did not like that. My body did not like that at all. Someone needs to invent a tool that you can use, like at the bottom of a popcorn bowl. Like all the kernels are like dry and no fun, as opposed to the top ones, because all the nooch kind of fell away. The nooch packed with vitamin B. Thank you, Builders Mark. Thank you. Appreciate you hanging. Planting job and cattle. Cattle? Really? Cattle? Learn something new every day. I saw this cute video today of a cow basically falling asleep to someone playing a guitar. Black Angus. Ooh. I remember going to Black Angus. It was a long time ago. I enjoy that. Hey, Yellow Mellow Guy. You've been in a Black Angus too? It's been so long. So long. Obviously, we just don't, honestly, we don't go out to eat anymore. Honestly. There's not a lot we can eat. And the prices, every time you turn around. I think I was even, I was pricing Oreos the other day. And they're up to like, at one store, like $4 or $5 for like a, the regular pack, not family pack or whatever. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, dude, that's incredible. These things used to be like $3. It was more than $3. Way more than $3. Like, incredible. So, we don't do that. And we're even having to be very careful about when we do that, because it gets us not just out of a pattern, but you got to be careful, because that's where your foodstuffs start adding up. And before you know it, back on the wagon. Plum Restaurant, I think is vegan in my area. Thank you, Uber Superfill. I'm not sure. I know there are a few vegan restaurants, and there's usually a vegan item or two on any given menu, which is really nice. But we don't do it because it costs us like $40-50, right? Oh my god. Like, holy jeez, dude. Do you know how much filament that is? I'm kidding. Do you know how many Star Wars figures that? No, it's relative, right? I mean, there's a good time and place for it, and sometimes you get a good coupon, but for the most part, it's very difficult to justify. Very difficult. Oh man, I think a pepper went down the wrong thing. Oh, cool. Adam likes The Fifth Element, so I'll be able to send him the extra hands. I mean, they're small or whatever, but I'll be able to send him the extra Mandashawan heads too. Head, I should say. He'll know who it is. And he's gonna ask for the body. I'm like, you can figure out. It's a little thing. A little greeble. It's like using Uber Eats or DoorDash or Instacart. Spent $25 for just getting a simple fast food dish lunch from Uber Eats. Huge waste of money. That's what I'm saying, dude. Take care, Builders Mark. He's probably already gone. Or he should be already gone. Hope he's not hanging out. He had to go. He's got cattle. It's important. Woo. Okay. Yeah, it's a question of how bad do you need it? Okay, so here's the example. I mentioned we went out. Well, I picked up pizza the other day, the build your own at Mod, and for the past couple weeks, like, you know, every week I'd grab a pizza, like a frozen pizza. The Dia pizza is like $6 or $7 at Target. Like, it's pretty cheap for a vegan pizza. All things considered, it's pretty damn affordable. So I thought, well, I'm spending $6-7 on this, but if I go up to Mod, which is not that far away, just maybe a couple miles up, we're able to get the pizza that we want with more toppings, way more toppings, way more cheese for like $1 more. Like, it's $10 with tax per pizza, customized with vegan cheese, and like as much toppings as you can put on there. It's an incredible deal, and it's fresh, relatively fresh. So like it didn't make any sense to just for a matter of convenience to get this crappy frozen pizza or spend a couple dollars more. So there are times that it's definitely warranted to go out to eat, you know, and dine out and grab something when it's a good deal. But when it's not, like by comparison, it adds up. So that those things tend to be maybe once a month type of treats, because it adds up. It adds up way too much. Oh, dinner at Costco, yeah, they had we used to love that too. Not anymore, but they had for the past couple years, and then they quit it. They stopped it last year. They had a vegan salad called the Al Pastor salad. Vegan. All the way through. Like the whole thing with toppings. The dressing was vegan, and it was like a ranch type of dressing. It was amazing. Oh, it was so good. And they just discontinued it. I mean, it could have been because around the pandemic or whatever, but the Al Pastor salad was vegan. And it was amazing. Like, it was super cheap for a vegan salad with toppings and dressing for like $5 or something crazy. Plus, you got to keep the container to, you know, reuse for something else. That was a good deal. The Al Pastor salad was awesome. Yeah, they didn't get the sales. That doesn't surprise me. You still have that Canada, plus we got a vegan pizza. You got a vegan pizza? Man, one of these days, Pizza Hut will go vegan. But see, that's the thing, is like, I'm glad they aren't, because then we'd be eating it. So it's kind of you know, that's a nice little limitation that we have, a governor, if you will, that keeps us from eating things that definitely would not do a body good, that could actually do more harm than do good. So, you know, in many ways that kind of keeps me in check. It makes it easier when I have to think about what it is I'm going to eat, you know, what I'm eating, how much of it I'm going to eat. A lot of those things are limiting. So now RC Maniac is going to order pizza. Just because I said Pizza Hut, you're like, yeah, that sounds good. Haven't had that in a while. They're testing, I think, the Beyond Sausage. But like I said, from Beyond Sausage to the Dia non-dairy cheese, like, it's just a matter of time. Listen to me, I'm a pizza influencer. Okay, these are coming together nicely. Pizza, Sam Club, Costco. It's been so long. I'm not gonna say I've forgotten what it tastes like. I remember very distinctly what everything tasted like. That's what I'm saying. They were testing the Beyond Meat. They just don't have the non-dairy or the vegan cheese, if you will. One of these days they will. I'm not pushing. I'm not asking them to rush. Now, Starbucks, in all the world, they were testing their vegan breakfast sandwich, like, at our Starbucks, right? It's so good. Oh my god, it is so good. It's so good. And it was only like 300 and some odd calories, so it was like, for a breakfast sandwich, really good. Like, in terms of calorie count, like, that's 300 calories. You're doing pretty well. So it was like an Egg McMuffin, basically. They had the just egg. It had the like Beyond patty, like a little, you know, with some spice, and then like the English muffin, and I think a cheese. I think a Dia cheese. Like, it had everything that you would want in a breakfast sandwich. And they only had so many per day, and it was just a test. I'm like, man, if they do not bring that back full time, because let me tell you, If they release that, I will command every one of you to get to a Starbucks and try it, because it's good. It's really good. Yeah, I'm not interested in having a pizza without cheese. It's just not gonna happen. I can have vegan cheese, and I'll be good. I'll be happy. But I'm not gonna bother with the cheese. I mean, a pizza without cheese. I'm sorry, is like it's kind of like half a sandwich. But I mean, vegan cheese works for me, and it tastes similar, different texture. Definitely a different texture, but nothing outlandish or anything. But the flavor, I mean, it definitely checks all the boxes. So I'll wait until it has the dia or whatever it happens to be. Yeah, so yeah, the you know, and like I said, it's nice because having the option is great, but also not having the option, like I said, I believe has been a great help, because I can't go and get anything that's out there, because it's like I'm limited. I'm not going to touch anything that's got an animal product. That's out, right? Out. Years ago, back in 1999, 98, 99, right in that range, I stopped eating anything with hydrogenated oils in it. So I stopped eating trans fats before it became a thing that everyone was avoiding. So I cut that out eons ago. And I'm grateful for it. I don't regret a single day. The high fructose corn syrup, I generally don't eat things with it in there, but I'm not as particular, and a lot of things I eat don't have that in general. With hydrogenated oil, it's a no-go for me. Immediately, I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm not gonna eat that. Then why cheese? That's an animal product. Okay, big fan. You're not understanding. I'm talking about a non-dairy, a vegan cheese. Very clear about that. Pretty sure I established that up front. Roommate has dairy and peanut allergies. Cousin has celiac. I know the allergies and alts. Yeah. See, I the only allergy I have is oral allergy syndrome. So bananas sometimes can be a problem. Nuts that haven't been roasted can be a problem. I don't swell up, but I kind of get scratchy. Bananas are, I swear to God, the worst thing I could ever eat for at least 2 different reasons, and I still eat them. Had one today. I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. I'm kind of peckish. I got a banana. That was fine. It was okay. Cheese, yeah. Cheese was always a staple for me. I always loved cheese. So I can't say I miss it, though. I can't, let me put it this way. You have to come to a point in your life where you think, what do I miss more? What do I want more? And I want to not knock my glasses off with my moving hands. That's what I want most in life. And what I realized was that I would rather have some degree of longevity and less worrying about a problem that could be circumvented and taking a more proactive approach to it. I'd rather have that than the short-term benefit of whatever the hell I'm shoving in my mouth. And I mean, I can see that it's like action and consequence, right? People don't necessarily connect the thing that happens a year from now with the decisions that they make today. But I can tell you that where I am today is in a better place than where I was a year ago. Like, certainly in July. Like, I was not feeling like I was where I wanted to be. Can't blame the pandemic either. That has nothing to do with it. Hey, Man Cave, take care. Good hanging. So, I realized that if I did not want to worry about this again, if I wanted to stay on a trajectory, if I wanted to be in a place where I was not as concerned about those things, I had to make certain decisions. I wanted to make those decisions then so that I could deal with the consequences now. So I very much understand and relish where I am now, which makes it even more precarious to stay where I am. And that's basically where I have been. Like, okay, this is where I want to be. This is where I wanted to be. This is where I'm staying. So I'm within my weight range. I'm within where I thought, okay, this is about as good as I might be able to get. Actually, I went lower than I thought. I kind of surprised myself. Thank you for the bits, Man Cave Hobbies. Very, very appreciated. Always good to have you. Always good. And the help. And the support. But, you know, everyone's got to make a decision for themselves. Like, you do. I mean, unless you're a parent, at which point you absolutely have to make the decision for your kids. You cannot abdicate that responsibility. Oh, interesting. This is all it needs to be painted. Pun not intended. Okay, what's up with those dots? I'm curious. I don't know what the hell's going on with those dots. I wasn't saying the pandemic. Oh, the grocery retailer. Yeah, I mean, groceries, it'll be interesting. I have to pick up, I gotta remember, tomorrow I gotta get paper towels and toilet paper. We're almost out. And we can run out of paper towels. We cannot run out of toilet paper. Like, that is a no. No, 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 no. Yeah, it's looking good. This is a 0.1 as opposed to the 0.15. Which came out okay. It's not bad. The overnight's gonna be the body though. That one's gonna take a while. My brother Adam likes the Fifth Element, so now I may print a couple more Fifth Element. I'm basically building Adam a package. My brother Adam, because he asked for the cloud. He asked for the cloud car, so I'm giving him one of those. And then when I get to the Browns, then I'll probably print some other things, including a Domokun, because he likes Domokun. It's 3D modeling artifacts of manifold geometry. Interesting. Good to know. It's hard to manufacture food because the outbreaks manufacturing plants that have to raise prices in order to make the food. You know, I'm sure everything's ripe for disruption. You were lucky. Your roommate uses a bidet. Oh, man. Yeah, we talked about situating one of our toilets with a bidet. I think we actually need to get a plumber in here to look at the sewer system anyway. That's not an exaggeration. In fact, I gotta make a note because I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm a little concerned. Last thing I need is anything backing up. Thank you for the reminder. I think about it, but then I'm like, okay, and then I get caught with the din of the day, and then I forget. So now that I'm writing it down on a sticky, I am going to make an appointment. I think we've got some house issues, not just a single toilet issue. Plus, it's been 10 years? Well, no, our house was 2007? So over 10 years, like 13 years. So the toilets are like they were built with the house. We're getting to the point where we have to replace damn near everything. And it may be time for us to get new toilets. So get a good one. Otherwise, in winter, you get near freezing water at your butt. Yeah, no doubt. Like I would go with like a Toto. There's a few brands that my brother would recommend. He also has a bidet. I don't know. Right now, I'm still kind of old-fashioned. I'm like, I'll stick with the toilet paper for now. Man. Although I think a bidet might work out pretty well. If we do have to upgrade the toilets, one of them will get a bidet attachment. Just one. We don't need a bidet on every one of them. Oh, your friends are Japanophiles, so they love everything Japanese and know all the brands. Oh, interesting. I will have to remember that. Well, if they are RC Maniac and they go to Japan, there's a lot of really cool Star Wars stuff you can get in Japan. Like, a lot of really cool Star Wars stuff. Like, amazingly cool Star Wars stuff. Like, Star Wars stuff you can't get here in the States. There's potentially even Star Wars toilet paper. Well, I think there is. There was at one point, at least. Oh! They go to Japan basically every 3 weeks? Wow. If that's the case, man, I would move. Like, if I was going somewhere every 3 weeks, I would move. Like, the girl that I know who does porg photography, Sarah and her porgs, She does, yeah, Spaceballs, the toilet paper. Yeah, like yogurt, just like yogurt says. Red Chris MS, did you see I printed a yogurt? Adorable. Oh man, it's too funny. Sarah and her porgs, she's when I met her when she was working at Valley Village up here, she said that she would go to Disneyland once a month. I'm like, really? I'm thinking at that point, wouldn't it make more sense to move? So yeah, she did. She moved, and this was like not long before the pandemic hit. So yeah, she moved down there. In fact, she just picked up something for me down there today. It's coming. I'm gonna let it be a surprise. I'm very excited for it. It's a Disney Park exclusive. I'm always kind of on the lookout for that stuff because I'm like, oh man, yeah, I need that. Although, to Disney's credit, they've made a lot of that available on their website too. So this one's gonna take a little while. We're at 48 minutes. It's gonna take a little while. Let's see here. What are we're gonna start winding down. So who's out there tonight? Who's out there tonight? Oh, Buana is going strong with his printer. We're gonna raid Buana. We're raiding Buana, everybody. Because he's been at it all day. Everybody, I'm going to go ahead and wrap because I got this and then I got the body that I'm going to print after it. And that's going to definitely take all night. So thank you for hanging. Thank you for all the help. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the raid train. Hype train. Not raid train. This is going to be a raid train. I love you. He's going to be doing 3D printing stuff, so he may be looking for a little bit of help. So it's good that we're going that direction. So he's 3D printing on his first Prusa Mini, his only Prusa Mini. So it's very 3D printish. So please take a look. Give Buana a follow. He's going to be 3D printing now. He's an old friend, good supporter. He's rated at least once, if not twice. We've rated him once, I know of, maybe twice. It's been a while, but I'm glad that he's still streaming because this is really cool. I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. Give Buana help if he needs it. Join us on Discord if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. Good stream tonight. Thank you. Let's see here. What's our Discord? It's our Discord server. May the Force be with you. Always. And we're going to Tuscan raid Buana in 3, 2, 1.
Chris, thank you for the raid.
Hey.
Tuscan raid. I can't make the sound.